Doi Inthanon is one of the most popular national parks in Thailand. It is famous for its waterfalls, few trails, remote villages, viewpoints, sunrise sunset watching, bird watching and the all-year-round cold weather on higher elevations. The main park entrance is about 70 kilometers southwest from Chiang Mai city center. Also known as the Roof of Thailand, Doi Inthanon National Park covers an area of 482 square kilometers in Chiang Mai province north of Thailand. The park is part of the Himalayan mountain range with elevations ranging between 800 and 2,565 meters above sea level. The highest peak in the park is Doi Inthanon Mountain, which is the highest mountain in Thailand. The park has high humidity and cold weather all year round. The park is named in honor of the King Doi Inthanon, one of the last kings of Chiang Mai, who was concerned about the forests in the north of Thailand and wanted to preserve it. After his death, his remains were placed in the park as he ordered, and the forest was renamed to Doi Inthanon. The flora consists of moist evergreen cloud forests, sphagnum bog on elevations over 1,800 meters above sea level, dry evergreen, pine, mixed deciduous teak and dipterocarp forests on the lower elevations. The rainy season is May to October with most rainfall around July to September. The rest of the year is quite dry with colder weather around November to February. Due to continuous poaching and habitat change, most of the bigger mammals such as elephants, tigers, gars have been extirpated from the park decades ago. Some mammal species like wild boar, gibbons, deer and serow still inhabit the park. There are currently around 65 known mammals in the national park, of which half are bat species. Lucky visitors may see serows along the KW Maipan Nature Trail, but sightings are rare. With accidental visitors and historically few recorded species counted, there are around 500 to 510 bird species recorded in the park, which is the highest number in Thailand. Some of the bird species in the country that are only recorded from Doi Inthanon are ashy-throated leaf warblers, dark-breasted rosefinches and collared grosbeaks. There are many more species that can only be found in Doi Inthanon or in the nearby parks. The big bird migration to Thailand starts around March and continues with breeding time until June-July, which is the best time of the year to visit the park for bird watching. There are currently around 50 known reptile species recorded from the park, but the real number is much more. The only public transportation option is slower santos, which are passenger vehicles adapted from pickup and truck. Getting there can be a bit challenging because one santo view needs to change to another. If lucky with timings, it takes at least 2.5-3 hours to reach the park from Chiang Mai with santos. Once in the park, the distances are big between the attractions, not easy to walk between unless one is up for very long challenging walks along the main road. The main entrance point to the national park is via a checkpoint at kilometer 8 of the rural road 1009, accessible from the highway 108 southwest from Chiang Mai. The visitor center and the headquarters are another 22 kilometers inside the park. The attractions of Doi Inthanon are Doi Inthanon Summit, which is located at kilometer 48 at the end of the road 1009, with an altitude of 2,565 meters above sea level. It is the highest peak in Thailand. Two Chedis, also known as Phara Mahathat Naphamithaniden and Naphamithaniden in Thai, two Chedis are on the main road 5 kilometers south from the top of the main summit of Doi Inthanon. The first of the Chedis, Naphamithaniden, meaning, by the strength of the land and air, was built in 1987 to honor the 60th birthday anniversary of King Bhumibol Adulyadej. The second Chedi, Nafafon Fumi Siri, meaning, being the strength of the air and the grace of the land, was built in 1992 to honor the 60th birthday anniversary of Queen Sirikit. There is a viewpoint with a good view over the west side of the park, a popular place to see the sunset. And many waterfalls like Vachirthan Waterfall. Vachirthan Waterfall is one of the most impressive waterfalls in the park, the most popular one due to its location and easy access. As with most other waterfalls, the size of this waterfall is very exaggerated by park staff or guides, but still, with around 40 meters height and the impressive wide look, it is no doubt one of the best falls in the park. Sirithan Waterfall is one of the most popular waterfalls, at kilometer 22, accessible by a 200 meters long trail from the parking area on the main road. This waterfall can only be seen from a viewpoint not too far from the falls. It is not possible to get all the way down to the waterfall. Sirifam Waterfall is 1.5 km off the road 1284 north of headquarters, accessible by a trail on the west side of Ban Khoon Klang village and the Royal Garden. The area around this waterfall gets sakura blooming in February. Phadok Siu Waterfall is a multi-tiered waterfall located halfway through a 2.6 km long trail starting from the main road about a kilometer east from headquarters and ends at a nearby Mae Klang Luang village. The village has a picturesque view of rice fields on the hill slopes during the rainy season. Mae Klang Waterfall is the first waterfall on the main road into the national park, cascading nearly 100 meters tall over several tiers with the tallest tier nearly 25 to 30 meters. It is located 600 meters south of the checkpoint at the southeast part of the park. Maya Waterfall is a cascading waterfall plunging from several tiers over 250 meters. The main accessible tier is 40-50 meters tall and around 100 meters wide, no doubt one of the most impressive falls in the country. It is said to be the biggest waterfall in the country, but to be taken with a pinch of salt. The tallest single-tier fall in Doi Inthanon National Park is Mae Pan. Read further below, there are taller and much wider falls in the country. Mae Pan Waterfall is a 100 meters tall waterfall off from the other attractions of Doi Inthanon, situated at the end of a 2 km dirt road from Mae Cham Road. It is the tallest non-cascading waterfall in the park. Due to its relatively remote location, it is not visited much by the local tourists, which prefers to stop by at first 4 to 5 waterfalls on the way to the HQ. The trail to the waterfall can be very slippery, but worth the effort to get there. Apart from the waterfall, there is a shorter loop trail that can be hiked in less than 2 hours. Chiang Rai is the northernmost province of Thailand, filled with the atmosphere of a complex mountain range and valuable Lanna culture. The province offers many interesting cultural attractions such as Wat Rong Khun, designed and built by Ajaran Chalermachai Kosit Pipat, stands out with exquisite white architecture, as well as Ming Muang Temple, which is the oldest temple in Chiang Rai, Wat Rong Sua Ten Huai Plakang Temple, and Barn Dam Museum, which is a place for collecting artworks by Ajaran Thavan Thanchani. For those who like nature, you can go up to see the sunrise over the Mekong and the Sea of Mist in the morning at Do Pha Tang. Feel the cold and see the 360-degree sea view mist at Phu Chi Dao. See winter flowers at Mae Pheh Luang Gardens around Do Tung Palace. Pha Soet Hot Spring. The hot water from this natural spring has been redirected into a communal pool for a more private experience. Ban Pha Soet is located about 3 kilometers west of Ban Ruam Mit. With beautiful nature blended with Lanna culture and colors of contemporary perfectly, Chiang Mai is, therefore, a province that has many tourists, both Thai and foreigners, come in many millions each year. Popular tourist activities in Chiang Mai include worshipping the Pharaoh that Do Suthep, which is an important landmark of Chiang Mai people. Experience the local way of life and shop for stylish handmade products at Thupi Walking Street. Visit various species of plants at the Queen Sirikit Botanical Garden and Rajapruek Royal Park. Do not miss to shop art products, taste local cuisine and see cultures on Nimman Hai Mein Road. In addition, nature and mountain tours are another activity that should not be missed when visiting Chiang Mai, whether stepping on the highest point of Thailand at the top of Doi Inthanon. Absorb the beauty of the rice fields, feel the cool breeze while watching the giant tiger flower at Doi Ang Khang. Experience ecotourism homestay in Mae Kampong and visit Hmong villages in Do Pui and many more.